was practicing. What happened?
Jeremiah Smith.
He just scored, but it was a little controversy because he didn't have control of the ball in the end zone, so his foot touched that one.
And so what did they call it? So what was the controversy?
I don't know.
Oh. What do you got, Karen?
I was wondering if you could update us on any of the statuses of your
Well, Jared Wilson will be out. Brendan Schooler will be out. Harold and Landry and Kairos Tonga will be questionable.
How big of a challenge for the Giants when it comes to running the ball? They came into this week leading.
Yeah, in the attempts, good running football team, led by quarterbacks that are mobile and that can run, whether that's designed or play extension. So I think it's just a testament to them and the way that they're calling the game and the fact that they're in games that are one possession games where they have the lead and they're able to run the football. They're averaging I think 35 carries in those last 3 games. And that's a lot of carries. So they've got good backs and they've got multiple scheme. They do it from under center, they do it from the gun, or they do it from the pistol.
What allows them to have success on some of their RPOs with the rules in the NFL where it's tough for linemen to actually be able to get down the field and block?
Well, I mean, again, they've coached it a long time. Usually when you have a puller and combination block, that those time up well enough for the quarterback to make a decision and throw it. You can bring the tackle around, and by the time you throw it, he's not downfield. And, I think just once you commit to doing that you get good at the timing of it. And, before it used to be like, don't be overly aggressive, but I, see that out there. They're aggressive in their combinations, they're aggressive blocking, and they haven't had too much trouble with getting called for that.
Mike, I know we've asked about the uncertainty of facing an interim head coach and defensive play caller, but how much, if at all, do you go into the psychology of a guy like Kafka who clearly wants the job and understands, there's almost not nothing to lose, but is willing to go to trick plays as recently as we saw last week?
I think we'll have to be ready for anything that they could possibly do. It's flea flickers, reverses, fake punts, and we have to be sound in all areas, and then we'll have to defend, be prepared and, try to handle anything that they could do. They're going to try to win the football game. They're going to try to coach their team to however they feel like is best for them and put the players in the position to succeed. So, whether that's running inside zone or quarterback throwback and whatever it may be, we'll have to be ready for it.
Is this no naps vest an early Christmas gift for you, Mike?
Apparently. Stuff I say ends up on a vest, I guess. I don't know. I didn't make it myself. I can promise you that.
Who gave it to you?
Stick hooked us up. Hooked me up.
That's great.
What did Miles Battle do to earn the spot in 53?
Miles been working hard, like a lot of guys on the practice squad, and with AA going down, we just needed to kind of figure out what rotation. I think there's other guys that are deserving, but Miles was certainly going to have to be ready for this game, so was able to bring him up to the 53.
We're going to get a chance to watch the backup quarterbacks a whole lot now. Obviously, of course, throughout this training camp, how have they progressed, Joshua and Tom, of course?
I think good. I think we use our Thursdays practices for competitive reps, and they're leading the show team, and we don't ask those guys to throw it to a certain guy. We tell them to read it out and play quarterback, and do that down here in the red zone on Fridays, and try to put them in positions to read the coverage and middle field open, middle field closed, pressure, whatever it may be. So I don't ever want to do that. I want to let them, every player at every position try to play the game and practice and be ready to go.
We talked to Zach yesterday. Obviously, his background in New York. I was talking to Tommy. I talked to Tommy a little bit. How much of a resource has he been this week for you guys, or is that kind of?
Well, again, the play styles of certain guys that he would understand and know, and again, whether the call sheet is what it is just if you could tell me when one of those calls is coming off of the 120 that are on the call sheet, that's be a pretty good skill. So I think a lot of that gets overblown, and unless Tommy can tell us what play's coming next, once the game starts, I don't know if he's going to be able to help us.
Stephon Diggs described your coaching style as being the perfect parent, kind of knowing where to meet players where they were emotionally. Where did that derive from? Was it something that just kind of came over time? Was it a particular individual? What kind of informed that particular style?
Well, I'm far from a perfect parent. I think you could ask my kids that. I just try to have a good relationship with the players and figure out what they need and be honest, be direct, be authentic. I think is the biggest thing. Trying to be as authentic as possible. Don't try to bullshit them. Try to give them information that they'll need or things that they'll need to help them have individual success, which hopefully leads to the team's success. And just try to manage everybody here the best that I can.
The team was quick to pick up Greg Reynolds. What do you think about him?
He's got value on fourth down, special teams, and figured that, if we need him, that he's played on Sundays, and he was always liked his play demeanor and how hard he plays and his ability to play on special teams.
Favorite Monday Night Football memories over the years?
I had 2 touchdowns and a sack on the last Monday night game on ABC. That's not bad.
With Brendan out this week, I'm assuming that's going to be multiple guys filling in for him. Is that kind of a puzzle to figure that out?
Yeah, we'll have to have, Gunners will have to work, and, Miles will get a shot, and Dell will get a shot out there, and everybody else, and Woodsy, and, it's hard to replace a guy that had that much success on special teams, but, those other guys have stepped up and helped us as well, and, it'll be a group effort, and how critical that gunner's position is out there on when we punt.
Speak a bit about the 2nd and 7 Foundation and why literacy is such an important cause for you.
Yeah, I think that's something that's really grown over the years. Started it when we got out of college, and the first year that we only had enough money to buy 7 second grade classrooms, books, and it's grown to where we're writing our own children's book series and great staff to be able to spread the message and allow, promote literacy. It's been something that, we always enjoyed doing. It was something easy to kind of get into the schools and talk to kids, and, we have to, no matter what you do, you're going to have to be able to not only read, but also comprehend what you're reading. And I think that was the biggest thing that I learned is being able to understand what it was that you just read, whether that's a playbook, whether that's a manual or whatever that is. Those are things that are important. Okay, guys, have a great Saturday.
Go Bucks.